This morning, Pope Francis has passed away at the age of 88. As we are keeping watch, Vatican City, watching live there on the left side of your screen, announcing that he died at 7:35 there locally time this morning. The Pope was recently released from the hospital. This was back on March 23rd after he was battling 5 weeks of intensive care because of complications from pneumonia, double pneumonia in both his lungs. He's the first Latin American Pope. He was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina in 1936, and he broke with tradition in many ways. He was the first Pope from the Jesuit order, the first from the Americas and Southern Hemisphere. He was ordained as a Catholic priest in 1969, appointed cardinal in 2001. Francis served as the head of the Holy See for more than a decade. He took over in 2013 at the age of 76 after Benedict XVI retired. Pope Francis's legacy marked by a big culture shift in the Catholic Church surrounding divorce, gay marriage, and women in leadership roles. And we're keeping watch and reaction here this morning. Our Laura Lagarde looking into it live this morning. She is at the Guardian Angel Cathedral there, just at the north end of the Las Vegas Strip there, Desert Inn and the Boulevard. She's got more on the last 24 hours of the Pope that we've seen here. Laura, he was just out greeting followers in Vatican City yesterday.
He was, Evan, and we'll get a little bit further into the other greetings he had when he was actually just recently also talking to our vice president. You know, Evan, this has been a very emotional few hours for millions of people across the globe following the passing of Pope Francis. Now, it was just yesterday, Easter Sunday, you know, one of the most important religious holiday celebrations for Catholics and Christians, when the Pope went with Vice President J.D. Vance to exchange Easter greetings. The Vice President took to Twitter, writing in part, "I just learned of the passing of Pope Francis. My heart goes out to the millions of Christians all over the world who loved him." Pope Francis had been battling pneumonia. He became the Pope in 2013, serving as the 266th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. What really differentiated him to his predecessors was his more inclusive stances on LGBTQ+ issues, while also adhering to the Church's traditions. Now, as millions of people mourn the loss of Pope Francis, we'll be here at the Guardian Angel Cathedral to see if anyone will be attending to send their prayers following the passing. Evan?
Laura, thanks for keeping watch there. We appreciate it. You know, there's a lot of tradition and protocol surrounding the death of Pope, meaning that many of the next steps are well planned out. So the Vatican actually forbids any autopsy on the Pope. His home will be sealed off, and the papal ring will be broken. That is a symbolic move. It signals the end of the Pope's authority, and it prevents it from being used, that ring being used, to forge any documents. His funeral has to take place 4 to 6 days after his death. Many of those plans were drawn up by the Pope himself already. So for the first time in 100 years, the Pope will not be buried beneath the Vatican's St. Peter's Basilica alongside many of his predecessors. Instead, he'll be buried in Rome at the Santa Maria Maggiore Basilica. Francis simplified those funeral rites himself back in 2023. The steps he took, he said he wants to emphasize the Pope's role as a shepherd, not a powerful man here. So we're keeping watch the latest after the Pope's death this morning. We will continue to follow the reaction as it develops, everything coming in as we are watching live there in Vatican City, keeping watch of these live shots to keep you informed as Pope Francis has died at the age of 88.